Welcome back, everyone, to Total Nonstop Impact TNI. Yeah, we're gonna talk to you. Yeah,
wrong show.
I can't.
We do have Impact 1000 coming. So Eli Drake, you never know.
He's quickly becoming one of the hottest things in professional wrestling right now, and I could not be happier for him. I usually don't start off a show like this, but let me tell you, when Eli Drake is bypassing the tribal chief in merch sales because he has the number 1, the number 3, the number 5, and the number 7 best-selling shirt in the company.
On a company where that's going to work against him, yeah, that's great.
That's hot.
I may have to put up my my Eli Drake big stand-up display, my banner.
There you go.
Just as a throwback.
Yes. Hey, it's all for love. I like I said, I couldn't be happier for him. The guy deserves it, and I'm just glad that people are finally starting to see what we saw years ago. You know,
talented guy.
But Jay, that's a name from the past. But we got big names returning at Impact 1000. Do you just want to go over that, or do you want to get to the news?
Let's call that the news. We'll talk about Chicago, and we'll also jump into tonight's Impact Wrestling as well. So if you wanna play the little ditty, you go right ahead.
Jiminy Christmas!
And now, the one, the only, the agenda. Searching for my fake wrestling news.
Yeah, we even got Bison in the chat. Safe travels, man. I heard he landed in the United States today.
He's in my neck of the woods.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
He's in Philadelphia.
Someone better keep an eye on that. Make sure he's all right.
We're getting the cheesesteaks and all the good stuff.
I might have a picture if the Bison wants me to share it of the cheesesteak he had earlier today.
Oh, did you run into him?
Oh, I didn't run into him. No.
He posted.
I was working.
Oh,
did he post it? He sent me a picture of it. I didn't know he posted it.
Oh, okay.
Something. I'm not sure what, but I swear I've seen it. I liked it.
Face spots.
Facebook, maybe.
Well,
Facebook.
He didn't post.
Oh, not that late night meet and greet
or the afterward.
Oh boy, that was a weekend. That was a weekend.
If you don't know, I don't think we can explain it. I guess you had to be there. You had to be there.
We love you, Bison. We love you. But safe travels to you, man. No matter where you're going, where you're headed. I did.
Yeah. Speaking of traveling, Eli saying in the chat was speaking of Impact 1000 and Victory Road in White Plains, New York. Let us know in the chat, because I know we got a lot of Northeasters in the chat here who could be making that trip, because it's not as far as maybe some of the other.
Yeah, when?
September.
It's later. Yeah, it's down the road.
Oh, not that far. Not that far. I'll be here before you know it, J-Bo.
Oh, I thought
it's next month. It's August 3rd.
Oh, I thought it was later in the year.
Hopefully it's not the same weekend as the wedding I have to be in. I maybe we'll go to that. One of those.
All right. Well, while we're talking about some highlighted names that just got announced, Bill, why don't you look up the dates on some of those things? Because I know that'd be really cool if Alicia and your better half and Bill could go to those shows. And hey, maybe even they could run into
September
a scumbag.
8th and 9th. September 8th is Victory Road, and the 9th is the Impact 1000.
I might be able to do it.
Well, there you go. That'd be awesome.
Oh, there you go. Bison was at the Cheesecake Factory in King of Prussia. KOP, as they call it.
Cheesecake Factory.
Hey, if you're coming from across the pond, Cheesecake Factory would be enticing. They have a huge menu.
The Cheesecake Bible.
Yes, so but yeah, KOP, I worked not far from there for many, many years. So safe travels back, Bison. I actually just came back myself from that infamous Iron Pigs game I was mentioning a few weeks ago on the TNI show. It was wrestling night. And who did I see wrestle before the baseball game? The one, the only, the Speedball, Mike Bailey.
I thought we were friends.
And we are friends. He defeated the world famous Cheeseburger. Big in Japan.
Oh, yes. Yeah, Cheeseburger is huge in Japan. He's like, 7 feet tall when he gets over there?
It's like Andrew Everett, a giant.
He is. Absolute giant. Giant among men.
Oh, here we go. The Santa Fe salad. Santa Fe. Nice. He had a guy from the UK having the Santa Fe salad in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. What a melting pot of a day and
the two brain cells that I hold in my head for geography just exploded. Nice. Well, it sounds like you're having a good time, Bison. Hopefully you and the missus can keep those good times rolling. All right, so let's see. Where did I jot this down? Okay, so this is later in the show. This got announced for the 1000th episode. 1000. That's a lot, man.
Mm-hmm.
We just got done celebrating 20 years. Now we're on to the 1000th episode of Impact Wrestling. They announced some legendary knockouts.
Big names, J-Bone. Some of my favorites.
Awesome Kong and the Beautiful People, Velvet Sky and Angelina.
Angelina Love, J-Bone.
Love. Sorry.
You don't. Come on, J-Bone. Come on.
I'm sorry.
You put respect on that
actress. I was putting it. Yeah. Well,
Jolie.
Yeah. I almost said the actress, and I apologize. No, it's. I was always one that, a lot of, how you like certain ones, but you boo them out of love.
Because they're heels.
Right. I booed the Beautiful People because I just couldn't stand them, period.
They were fantastic at what they were doing.
Not go away, Heath.
Pioneers of their time.
Right. They engineered that whole mean girl in wrestling gimmick that every promotion took.
Mean Girls was based off of the Beautiful People. Let's get one thing perfectly clear.
There you go.
That SNL lady saw the Beautiful People and said, "I'm going to write a movie about this." And behold, Lindsay Lohan's Mean Girls.
I'm pretty sure that "Let the Pigeons Loose" was a part of the movie that got cut out. But if they had extra time, they were gonna, Anyways, but yeah, so that's exciting. Great start to a list of names that I'm sure they're gonna have a bunch of people there.
Yeah, if this is the start we're getting, I'm really looking forward to this, because I got to admit, I had heard some rumblings when we were in Chicago that be on the lookout for that 1000 show is going to be big. Because I didn't want to, because I think we were even talking about it, J-Bone. If not with you, I was talking about it with some other people, where some people get their maybe hopes too high. Like, I think at one point we heard someone like, well, maybe AJ Styles could show up. Come on, guys. Now you're just setting yourself up for disappointment. But if you're giving me names like Awesome Kong, the Beautiful People, I'm very excited right now. I think this 1,000th episode is going to be big because they're the names I want to say, the realistic names you want to say.
Well, I tell you, and I got lucky in my little excursions outside of wrestling, in between shows and eating adventures in Chicago, and picked up some action figs. And I was lucky enough to find this guy, Mr.
Are you down?
Mr. D'Lo Brown. Are you?
How did you not tell me about this, J-Bone? You had a D'Lo Brown action figure in your possession. You never told me this whole time.
This, actually, no. I take that back. I got this the night that when I got back. I had to go shopping with the missus.
Okay,
and we went to
this
Target.
was in Wisconsin.
Yes, and I found a plethora of figs. I even found. Oreo threw them on the floor earlier.
It's not the bobblehead, but it's pretty good.
No, it's darn good. I even want to get the Chase. That's how good the fig looks. I wouldn't mind making one into what he looked like in TNA, and then put him up against classic looking AJ.
Are you down?
Hell yeah!
Or Jeff Jarrett to go against Jeff.
Oh. We love to hate Jarrett. He's doing some crazy shit right now.
Bonus Baby asks, does the Beautiful People include Madison Rayne? Come on. Maybe Lacey Von Erich, but not Madison. No. I don't think so. I don't think we're going to see Madison for that. But Angelina Love, Velvet Sky, the originals, the originators of the Beautiful People. That's who we're seeing.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen like any kind of reference really to them. Since, remember that tease, the Slammiversary tease, they were one of them in the promos going into it. Like when we were getting Bully Ray, James Storm, Beautiful People. They were not one of the ones obviously that showed up. They were just
trying to throw us off.
Yeah. So, but no, it's great to see them. Great to see them back.
What do they call that? The red herring or whatever.
Not Heath.
That's good.
Never call Heath a red hair.
No.
Oh, baby!
Oh, baby is right. And he absolutely had some fun tonight in the episode. We'll get to that in a little bit. Yes, didn't bring this up because I didn't want to really bring the mood down. But yes, rest in peace, Pee Wee Herman. Exotic Adrian Street, and I apologize. I don't know who Angus Cloud is, but I certainly know who Pee Wee Herman is.
Oh yeah, that's the young. Unless you watched Euphoria, I think it was. He was a young up and coming actor, Angus Cloud.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah, I did. Okay, now that you say that, I did see the headline. Yeah, he was 25 or something.
Young.
What a shame. Jeez Louise. But yeah, legendary Adrian Street, and of course, the legendary comedic actor Pee Wee Herman, 70, died from cancer, spent the last 7 years quietly hiding it from his audience. So, yeah, rest in peace. So,
fuck cancer.
Man. Yeah, seriously.
That's right.
A good note on speaking of cancer though. I took Pop to his quarterly visit. Got his blood work done. Had a visit with the doc's assistant, and that all went well. We're just waiting on the results on the blood. But if they're like anything like they've been the last several months, he should be fine. So,
oh, good, great news. Go Pops.
Yes. Fighting a good fight. Pops is strong. News. I think that's about it for news. Oh, tickets go on
Come
sale
on,
tomorrow
J-Bo.
morning for the UK. So sorry.
That's correct. Good job.
Any news on Joe Doring? I haven't heard anything. I hear he's still fighting. He's got a long way to go. Sadly.
Yeah, he
But
did.
He's still
He
fighting
did show
hard.
up. Like he was at the first night of the Windsor tapings.
Okay.
So I know he was out there, which is good. But yeah, I'm sure. And I know I didn't hear anything firsthand, so I don't want to speculate on anything. But then there was, it seems promising. It does seem promising, but obviously it's a long fight.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, new
got some multiverse news.
Yeah, let's talk about the. Let's see. Let me find it here. Okay, there's the news on the 100. Emergence. Okay, here we go. Zack Sabre Jr. and Shane Haste of the Mighty Don't Kneel versus Moose and Eddie Edwards. Oof. That should be a damn good wrestling match. Good tag match.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. And we got some news on Emergence. We got Shaw and Evans, Giselle Shaw, Savannah Evans, going after MK Ultra's Knockout Tag Team title.
Okay.
Can't wait for that one. I know there's the 4-on-4. And I know Deonna Purrazzo versus Trinity is official for that as well.
Right. So speaking of Deonna, she did issue a challenge to Stardom. We don't know, I believe, yet who is going to come at the multiverse to challenge her. But it looks like there will be a match between her and Stardom. And I believe I heard rumblings that Julia from Stardom at least liked it or retweeted that.
Oh, she's the New Japan Strong Women's champ. She
Correct.
just beat Willow Nightingale
Yes.
of AEW.
So
Yeah,
that'd be something if that's what we were able to get at the multiverse.
I can't say nothing about her, but the little I have heard about her it's all positive. So yeah, we gotta wait and see. We'll see. Alicia, have you heard anything about her? About the Stardom
No.
Women's Strong Champ? No? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But speaking of Deonna, I know some people are mentioning it in the chat. Congratulations to Deonna for receiving her college degree.
Oh yeah.
Good for
While
her.
being
Yeah, awesome.
a wrestler, she was also going to school, and that's kudos to her for
What a good example.
Yeah, that's tremendous.
That's awesome. What an accomplishment. Good for her.
Hard work. Did you guys hear at all what she was going for?
I did not.
No.
I feel like I did see it, but I don't know it off the top of my head. I don't want to make an assumption, but I do want to thank Bell's Boy for a super sticker, $20. Thank you, Bell's Boy.
Bell's Boy, thank you.
Good evening. I can't handle MJF as a face. Deonna wants to kick every Japanese wrestler's asses. Pee Wee is gone. Sad. Vince is fighting a subpoena in his back. And Metallica's James Hetfield turned 60 today. God help me. Thank you, Bell's Boy.
He covers all the entertainment bases there.
He's got everything. And
yes,
we're covering that with a little acknowledgement from our coach.
Yeah.
Our
And
president.
we have
Impact Wrestling!
thank you, Coach. And we have David Penzer in the
Oh,
chat.
David Penzer,
Good
the
evening.
best.
Fresh out of Chicago tapings. This is Courtney regarding Big Joe. Just keep donating. That's all I can say, but it's very sad. Did someone just give you $20? Yes, they love us here, David. David, David Penzer, I'm sorry we couldn't connect with you in Chicago. It was wild, especially night 2 was wild, and we should definitely get into some of the shenanigans that happened in Chicago.
Although luckily I was able to have a few words with the greatest ring announcer of all time.
Oh, did you? That's nice.
Well, just as he's able to go back and forth, and sometimes over the microphone we were talking.
That's
across the
right.
ring.
That's right. Yeah, because night 1 was your birthday.
It was.
Yes. So, and he
But
actually wished
definitely
you.
he did, and I thank him for that. That was very kind. He didn't need to do that, but I appreciate it.
What a
But
good egg.
take that. I do appreciate that, but don't forget what David's saying here. You can still donate to Joe, so definitely still do that, because
Absolutely.
obviously this second battle with cancer he's fighting is definitely taking its toll. So obviously listen to the man, the legend down there, and still donate, and we'll make sure to get that link out there again for anyone that doesn't know. But definitely check it out, continue to donate and get.
Good thinking.
But hey, if you were thinking of giving something to us, don't do it. Give it to Joe.
Yeah, we love our audience. We have the best audience on the planet. But yeah, if you want to really help out a guy in need, anything helps him. Seriously.
Yeah, like I mentioned, I haven't seen it yet, but I'm definitely looking forward to seeing it. I did hear in that interview, speaking of the Windsor and Back to Slammiversary, that Eric Young is going to be he's going to put up for auction that ring gear, the Team Canada gear he wore, and donate it to Joe Doring. Funds from that, so that's fantastic.
Hell yeah, good guy. That good egg.
He is a good egg.
Mayor here says, talking about Deonna Purrazzo. She got her Bachelor of Arts, J-Bone, from Southern Hampshire University.
Nice.
That's some kind of guy, J-Bone.
Very cool.
Actually, you know what? While we're mentioning the news and David Penzer's in the chat, I always got to acknowledge David Penzer has been kind of in the news lately. If you haven't noticed.
Oh yeah, talking about the It's
so I don't know if anything's official, David, yet, but I know he was talking about after some of these. I think the Dark Side of the Ring's coming out regarding a certain guy named Hannibal, and then I think there was. I think he may have even referenced the latest one on. I think someone mentioned it here, the Bash at the Beach, that he may be going on maybe a podcast or somewhere to kind of give some more information. So definitely, if nothing yet, obviously let us know here at the TNI show when that will be, and we'll obviously promote it and get people to listen to it, because
part of that,
the man that was there.
I don't know the whole story, but the initially what they were talking about was Abdul the Butcher and Hannibal had some stuff to say about him or something to that effect.
Yeah, I think that was the first one.
Yeah, I can't stand Hannibal.
But that anyone's talking to Hannibal about anything at this point, it seems crazy. I thought people had forgotten about him a couple of years ago.
Yeah. If you listen to his interviews, I'd rather put my head to the pavement and listen to paint dry.
Paint dry.
Yeah, it's paint drying is more exciting than listening to Hannibal, because he sounds like he's dying after every single word he says. He's that thrilling. Hi, Rocky. Hi. You say hello to
Total
everyone.
Nonstop cats.
Total Nonstop Rocky. Yes.
Please.
Ow, got a claw on the chest. Jiminy Christmas. All right.
I still don't know who that is. Hannibal. Who's that?
He's
Oh, no need.
Yeah,
Okay.
no need to warrant who he is.
No need.
no. We don't want
I googled him and was like, I don't know who that is. I didn't recognize him. So moving on.
Most people don't.
Okay. My favorite nephew bringing up RVD joining AEW. That's
Impact
pretty
legend.
cool. Yes,
Impact
the Impact legend himself.
Makes no sense there at all. His whole gimmick, a great gimmick that I will acknowledge Impact did not invest enough time to go with, where he was like heel RVD going on social media and ripping all the flippy wrestlers that were stealing his gimmick, especially AEW. He was pointing out how horrible it was and all those guys there. But now I guess he's taking one big one-off paycheck.
Now he has
Good
to
for
go
him.
show him.
Take the money. Take the money, RVD.
He's got to show him how it's done.
Do it
So
for
they
Katie.
gotta-
Hey!
Is Katie going to be with him? If Katie's not with him, then what's the point?
I could care less if Katie's not there.
She's the life of the party. If Katie's not there, I don't care.
The one very cool thing to walk away from with the whole thing about RVD coming back is I believe someone paid a pretty penny for his original.
Oh yeah, that's why. Yeah.
Theme
Look up
music
Vanity
from
Project, and you're going to
ECW.
see a certain picture in a couple of years.
So when he came out, there was Pantera's Walk playing, and the place went cuckoo.
I'm sure Pantera could really use the shout out about now, so I'm sure they would have done it anyway.
They're on the road.
Rob needs it.
It's
They all
not fucking Pantera. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry, but it's not fucking Pantera.
Are you saying it's fake?
It's the part of Pantera that doesn't fucking matter.
It's a tribute to the brothers.
Sorry, I thought Bill Salmo was back there.
That's how they promote.
It's ready to.
Well, let's just say this. We'll all agree on this.
We came here for a lot of money.
Yeah, hey, everybody, listen, I get it. Everybody's doing comeback tours, and it is slightly Pantera, but it's not the drummers, and it's not the fucking guitar, man.
Here's the question. Was Guns N' Roses, when it was just Axl and a bunch of guys, more Guns N' Roses than this is Pantera? I say yes.
I don't know. Axl
He's at
Rose
least
is a
50%. He's at least 50%.
Guns N' Roses is nothing without Slash.
Yeah. At least they got
Mic
Slash
drop.
and Duff.
See,
and, the rest of the band.
I'll not take you back. I say no. And I love Slash. And I love
Guns N' Roses is that top hat with the fear
and it is the best version of Guns N' Roses with that. But man, he has some great filling guitarists, man. Buckethead, Bumblefoot. These guys are excellent guitarists, man.
What a gimmick!
But
yes, they are talented. Yes,
I paid $2 for Chinese Democracy at Best Buy years ago, and it's the best $2 I ever spent.
You're damn right it was.
I enjoyed it. Okay, I know a lot of people didn't. Whatever, I enjoyed it. But all right. Anyways, David Penzer here.
David Penzer confirming.
Yeah, says huge news coming soon on my Hannibal story. Stay tuned, and I'll keep you in the loop. Thanks. All right, so
you got it.
I know David Penzer is probably going to hit up a bigger podcast. And it's no shade on us. I know it's no shade on us, but he's probably going to go
we want him to get the audience. We'll just promote it.
Right. Yeah. He's probably going to go Chris Jericho or something like that. But I just want you to know, David, you are always welcome on here whenever you want to chit chat about whatever. Okay.
We'll take the aftermath if you want to talk about it. The follow up.
I'll take the sexy sloppy seconds, David.
Oh.
I'm speechless. I'm speechless.
You've stepped over the line now. You've taken it too far.
I know. In my 10 years of doing this, I've just become a podcast hooah. I can't help myself. All right.
Speaking of podcasts, J-Bone. Now, this is not going to hit you at all, but maybe Trent's listening somewhere.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed in you. Jesus.
Now, I noticed there's a podcast, the Boy Meets World podcast with the Boy Meets World people, is like doing a whole big concert venue in Philly in the near future.
Oh, boy.
And I'm like, and I saw that Always Sunny, like these podcasts are playing big concert venues now.
Yeah,
it's a crazy world.
That's happening. It's because podcasts are really big right now.
Just
I heard Metallica just started one too.
Who?
A Metallica podcast?
Oh,
Metallica, because we need more podcasts.
Are they whining about their pay?
No.
Are they telling us they're going to sue Napster?
That's right. We never forget, Alicia. We never forget.
Never forget.
That's like, I didn't rip Metallica until that.
Good old
but hey.
Lars. Good old
Lars. Here it is, David Penzer. Sitting ringside. Live? Do it. Should we bring TNI on the road, J-Bone?
We kind of do already.
We can play your living room. I don't know if we'll get a bigger venue than a living room, but I'll take it.
We'll play your local pizza parlor.
Oh, pizza parlor. Do we get free pizza? Instead of hot dogs and handshakes, we get pizza?
Yeah, there you go. People can buy us pizza.
Sounds good.
I'll work for pizza.
I don't even know what the hell.
Rich Swan will rustle for food, and I'll podcast for pizza.
I digress. All right.
It's got to be good pizza, though. Maybe some garlic knots on the side.
Ooh, garlic knots.
I gotta.
Speaking of J-Bone,
I gotta.
Talking about our Chicago experience, J-Bone. We did have pizza again. Oh, you got table.
What's
the signatures?
It's the OVE guys.
Oh, okay. Dope.
Yep. From when
you gonna frame that?
It was. You gonna
frame that hanging on your wall?
I'm gonna do something with it, but the thing is, here's another piece. This is actually not that I don't love Sammy and the boys, but this one is actually cooler because this one happened right in front of us night 2. PCO put who did he put through the table?
Whoa, J-Bone.
Oh, sorry. Spoilers. I'm on. My bad.
Oh, you just ruined everybody. You just pissed in everyone's Cheerios.
I'm sorry.
I'm kidding. Wait, hey, you know what?
I'm sorry.
J-Bone's not used to being at live events.
We won't say what he did or did not do. I know they're never going to allow me back. So.
God, Frodo lives, you asshole.
He lives. I thought it was all a fever dream.
Well, dude, listen, we'll get to it at the end of the show, but if so-and-so lives, then, I mean, if Eric Young can survive getting stabbed a bunch of times,
I mean, is it really a spoiler?
And driving himself off into the dusk, anything's possible.
Thank you.
Does it look like I give a damn?
It's not so much giving a damn as it is, wow, that is a tough son of a bitch, and I would not fuck with Eric Young even on my best day, because that man got stabbed to death, got up, got on his motorcycle, put his glasses on, and fucking drove off. And he didn't even go to the hospital. What the fuck? He didn't even go to the hospital.
Right,
he just
in here. Well, everyone knows
it was just a flesh wound. Eric Young is the Black Knight of fucking Impact Wrestling.
Yeah. And Gary, yeah, Soo Young came back from a hanging. Yeah, so it's
I think
yeah.
this might be the only PCO soundbite we technically
There is absolutely garbage in here.
it's not really PCO.
That is, listen, that is my favorite soundbite now. I don't think I've ever heard that before, and that needs to be what we play when we get donations now. Okay, can I hear it one more time?
It's a good one.
I'm
It is a good one.
enamored.
We don't use
There
it.
is absolutely garbage in here.
It is absolutely garbage. I love it. I feel like that should be our theme song from here on out.
Now, interesting here, since we're technically still in the news adjacent segment,
We never left.
Eli here mentioning that George Iceman hit it at a special audience-only guest at Impact Emergence on August 27th.
Yeah.
And that does remind me, it was advertised at the Emergence tapings. A few guests for meet and greets, I believe, that you don't normally get. I believe Lance Storm was advertised.
Nice.
Gail Kim was advertised. Going heavy into Canada, Team Canada, and the Canadian members of the roster and management team. Scott
There you
D'Amore, Eric Young. So stay tuned. Very cool.
If I could be serious for a minute. Love Lance Storm. Anything else you want to talk about from experiences from Chicago?
Well,
outside.
we got to give a rundown of what we did, J-Bone. Instead of giving spoilers left and right, let's give spoilers on what we had and what we did. We started out. It wasn't a huge gathering of the TNI fam, but it was Justin and myself, the Bone Man, did our annual Chicago trip deep dish at Giordano's.
It's more like
Very
quarterly
enjoyable.
now.
Yes, it's happening more often.
At least
But
this
we
year.
get the mini, which is a nice little taste of the lasagna, which is good, and had some
It's pizza bill.
technically pizza, but good regardless. Then after the show, we hit our local diner haunt near our hotel, Tony's. We actually did Tony's twice this trip. We went after the show because a lot of places are closed after the tapings. So we did Tony's night one. And then we did Tony's day two with Trent and company.
Yes.
So we
fun.
expanded. So it was very cool to see everybody. Obviously, any more experience for you, J-Bone? Like last time we were able to say like, oh, CM Punk walked in and stuff. We didn't see anything like that. And do you remember anything like around the experience? Now, I will talk about this, and this will get into like the show. Please be honest about the debauchery. Do you remember debauchery? But was there?
There was no debauchery. No.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Well, you know what? I can give a little debauchery. Do you want me to give a little debauchery out? Do the people need some debauchery?
Okay, fine.
Okay, I want to give a little debauchery here.
Oh boy.
So it's technically debauchery, but it's not really. It is and it isn't. But it just will feed into the narrative that we're going for here. So me and J-Bone stayed not in the same room, but at the same hotel.
Yeah.
Because the hotel we were at last time, we couldn't get the room in. It had sold out. So we went to the hotel just down the way.
Yeah.
So like another couple minutes. Same area.
Yeah.
Now,
Literally a few blocks away. Yeah.
I did not bring this up. I didn't mention this during the trip. So you're not even aware of what I'm about to say.
I have no clue. I'm scared. I'm kidding.
It frightened me at first. So I get back from the tapings on night one. All right. Lay down. I'm just like, I'll put on the TV for a minute before I go to sleep. I turn on the TV. What do you think I see?
On your TV in your hotel
On my
room?
TV when I just turned it on.
Now I'm really scared. No, I don't know. Something local?
I don't know if it was local. Let's just say it was hardcore.
Oh no. Oh no.
So I did not want to scare the J-Bone man. Be like, what kind of hotel are we staying in here? As I see Bonus Baby saying it was because I am infamous for my $5 hotel room. I got the one time in Kentucky. But I even did like a little Google search to be like the hotel and like to see if this was Oh, Justin, it was not Skinamax. It was much more than Skinamax. And someone actually did a review, be like, just for if you have a family, there is the TV has a hardcore pornography channel on it.
Jeez Louise.
Oh boy. Free with the room cost.
Free with the room.
Wow. Well, it was a busy night
But like
then.
a thing you don't expect when you just turn on a TV. Like normally you get like the TV guide or something.
It's probably one of those like hookup hotels.
Well, that's exactly Alicia. I thought the same thing. And I'm like, I'm not going to tell J-Bone about this until we're out of here because I'll just get him more nervous than he already is probably.
See, and I didn't turn on my TV once.
And that's why I kind of asked you. I kind of hinted
on all of this.
The next day. Wait, what?
J-Bone watched it.
No, I swear to God.
Well, no, I asked J-Bone the next day. I'm like, so J-Bone, what'd you do? Did you watch TV? I kind of hinted at it. Yeah. And he's like, oh, I didn't watch any TV. So I was like, all right, I don't need to tell him.
No. I love that's right in the review. People, families.
That's the thing. I looked up the hotel.
Included with the stations.
And someone did say it. I'm like, is this just like a weird matrix I'm in right now? And this is just happening out of nowhere? Or is this normal? And it seems like it's actually somewhat normal there.
Dear God.
Things you don't expect.
No, that's certainly like you'd think you'd have to like order something like that. Like we passed a few pretty old.
Exactly.
Little.
And this one stands out like it's actually neon and stuff, but it doesn't give that vibe off like those other hotels do. So
it just looks like a classic hotel. In fact, there's signs all over the place inside, like no visitors, no parties. It's like, well, if you're trying to like clean up your image, then why are you showing porn on your TV? My God.
I had to chuckle. It made me chuckle, but I was like, oh my goodness. I'm like, because I thought exactly what Alicia thought. I'm like, is this a pay by the hour place and we didn't know it?
Couples.
There's the couple behind the counter was a little Indian couple. And it was like, they
know the porn's there.
They're
the ones who made it part of the fucking cable plan. Perverts.
They
dirty old couple. Bunch of old pervs.
Glad I didn't log into their internet.
Oh yeah, you said you didn't even get on the Wi-Fi there. According to J-Bone, he did nothing.
Smart.
Yeah.
There's just some places you don't need to get on the Wi-Fi.
They're like, oh, here, punch in this code for the Wi-Fi, and I'm like, no,
I'm good.
No, I'm good. I'll just use my.
Once they didn't have coffee, J-Bone was done with anything.
They didn't even have a coffee maker. I'm like,
are
you serious?
That's a big nope. I can't deal with a place that doesn't offer a continental breakfast.
No breakfast.
I'm a snob.
Yeah, I mean, even the place we stayed in April had that.
Yeah, that's
they had the.
Although
had
you know
me,
I'm a simple man.
Maker.
All I need is clean. Like it can be old, it can be outdated.
Yeah,
if it's clean. I'm fine. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
Yeah,
and it was clean. It was clean, so I was fine.
There was some
It was funny,
questionable. There was some questionable.
Bell's boy just attacking me in the chat right now, attacking me for trying to give him some debauchery.
There was some questionable fluids in my room, though. I will talk about that.
Oh, there was, and I don't want to play it. You did mention this when
I did. I told
Trent,
you guys about this.
Well, let's just say this. J-Bone was doing an exchange at the hotel with Trent, but it was for cheese curds.
That was cheese curds. Yeah. That was
a cheese curds exchange. And that's when you talked about these fluids.
Yeah. So I sit down in the chair in the room right after I get there. And I'm moving. I'm turning on the air because it's like it's hot in the room. Okay, it's hot in the room. It's a summer day. I'm turning on the air conditioning, so I move the table away from the air conditioning, so it's blowing throughout the room. And I sit back in the chair, and I just kick back and I grab the arms of the chair, and I put my hand in something on the underside of the chair. I don't know what it was. I just quickly looked at my hand in horror and went to go wash my hands then, and was very careful about where else I put my hands in that room.
Well, I mean, with what they were offering on the cable, I'm sure many people have discovered their bodies in every surface area of that fucking room.
Yeah,
probably. It's been a bangorama.
Yeah,
I'm sure it was.
I'm sure there was one in there.
Oh, very nice. Okay, all right. A little too much information for me, but that's okay.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm not going back there. It's at least in the place we stayed at before, there were no questionable fluids floating around the room, and there was a coffee maker, and the help was very pleasant. So
the return in October. But we do have to highlight a comment here.
There was no hotel mint on the pillow.
David Penzer. So I didn't need the porno news. Who didn't? No, nobody needed that. But we were asked for debauchery. So that's why I did. But Trent told me you both got hammered on Friday night. Just saying. Oh. Now, I think that's the complete opposite here, because Trent skedaddled to wherever he went on Friday night. We saw him Saturday because he was out in the wee hours with the boys, probably. If anyone got hammered, it was not us. No. We went out for what do we have, Jay? Some sandwiches.
We went to Tony's, and then the storm hit.
Oh, talk about the storm, J-Bo.
Oh, yeah, the storm was lovely. Yeah. The guy was even the restaurant.
You're still drying out.
Yeah, my socks are still wet from Friday night. But the owner was like, "You guys, look, I know you guys just paid your bill and we're open 24 hours tonight. You don't have to leave. It's horrible." I look over his shoulder and there's just sheets of rain coming across the street outside, and I'm just like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, guys, we can play slots in the back room, something. Anything? Maybe get some dessert. No, we left, and we got completely soaked, like so bad that there was a puddle next to the car, and it was like 30 feet by 20 feet and 6 inches deep, and it was completely unavoidable. And let's just say J-Bone put his socks and shoes in front of the air conditioning when he got back to his room. It's bad.
Big night.
But yeah, we.
So, David did ask the question, where did you stay? Now, you can look at that in two different ways. People want to avoid this place, or maybe some people all of a sudden are interested in staying there.
Should we
say one? I think we can say.
Okay.
It was the Colony Motel is where we stayed this past time.
Yeah, it was. It's in Brookfield on Ogden in Chicago. Colony Inn or Colony Motel.
Colony Motel.
Yeah.
An inn, J-Bone? Do you think we spend the money to stay at a place called the Inn? That's not in the budget. It's like this show. It's not in the budget. So we got a show to review, J-Bone.
I suppose we should.
44 minutes in, we should talk about it.
Enough shenanigans. Which I love her chat. Zach Bone got soaked and left a huge puddle. No, that's not how the story went, Zach.
Oh, see, Justin Miller he's just throwing it in our face right now. I stayed at a Holiday Inn.
We stayed at a Holiday Inn. Shut up, Justin.
Good for you. Good for you.
Oh, we're so happy for you, Justin.
Good for you.
Yeah, where is it? Where is it?
I didn't even know we still had it. I thought that was gone.
We got this guy again.
You're nothing but a selfish prick.
This is what Bill was watching on his TV.
Do you got hair on your booty cheeks?
Oh,
In my ass.
Whoa. Hopefully not.
You guys swing?
Other than my quick double take. Like, what is this? What's going on here?
Oh God. Too much fun. What I'm looking for, I think, is gone. All right.
No, it's long gone, J-Bone.
You live long. Shut up, Justin. Oh, Dave Penzer. I just Googled the Colony Hotel. You guys are way braver than I am. Apparently we are.
You survived.
We survived.
That's right. We lived to tell the tale. But hey, you stay at a nice hotel. You have a nice breakfast, a nice continental breakfast. Do you ever really remember that experience?
Yes.
No. You forget about it the next week.
No.
When you stay in America, when you take on the world, when you live the life on the road, you remember every time.
Bill remembers.
These are the experiences.
Bill remembers.
Because it will be a story reference for years. That time I popped on the TV and I said, "Wow, my goodness."
And there was a giant eggplant.
It's like, this is a strange comedy. Very strange.
And why is she screaming so much?
We should talk about the show.
Fine.
It's like, J-Bone, you're the one who's like, we're going 10 minutes early tonight because I got to get up early in the morning, blah, 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 blah. And here we are 48 minutes into the show, and we've only covered the news and like part of your guys' excellent adventure in Chicago. And in that section that we've covered of your excellent adventure in Chicago was the free hardcore porn at the dirty, cheap motel you guys stayed at.
That's what the People want to know. People don't care about everything else.
Yeah, see, look at I'm not talking out of my ass here. Jamie agrees. Wait, where'd he go? I don't know.
Sorry.
Are you clicking out of it?
No, I was trying. I was
Jack,
trying to
I try
share.
to be
J-Bo
an
was
active
messing
part
with
of this cast,
I was
and you
trying to
fucking
share.
with my.
No, I was trying to share with you because he agrees with you.
Oh, so we were both in the same wavelength.
Jamie, you remember for more than a week.
I still remember the continental breakfast I had at my honeymoon at the hotel I stayed at.
Just because
they
I
had
a few months ago.
a DIY waffle maker and a pancake maker and toast and eggs and all the
If
stuff.
you're talking waffle and
pancake
makers, that's a whole nother thing.
I'll have what I'm having, the continental breakfast. With all the juices and the bagels and pastries and breakfast stuff.
Those kind of juices. Sorry. Continental.
You fucking
juices. All right.
You spent too much time at that hotel.
And I didn't even see the things that he saw.
Juices, Jesus, what's on your mind, buddy? You want to talk about it?
That's the thing. We were barely there. To be put it all in context, we weren't really at the hotel that much because we were act, sleep, wake up, go out. Like we weren't there that much. So I actually do believe Jay that he never turned on the TV. Honestly, after my turning on the TV experience, I didn't turn it on much after that. I didn't know what I was going to get.
Yeah, right.
David Penzer. J-Bone, you keep hitting stuff now.
I'm sorry. I'll leave it alone.
I don't like this.
This may be the most enjoyable episode ever. More debauchery, less news. By the way, am I the real Penzer or the fake one?
No.
Oh,
no.
No, you're the real one. You're the real one.
You can confirm it.
I can.
That shit tripped me out last time. Let's not go there again. I don't want to get my Chris Angel mind freaked again. Anyway, the show.
On with the big shoe, Jada.
The show. 51 minutes in. I mean, a lot of you are still here, so I gotta wonder. Someone's requesting the Manscaped ad.
I'm at almost an
throw
hour.
that in real quick.
Let's
20% off.
All right, little
using code
Manscaped.
TNI.
Let Jay compose himself.
Let's play the commercial, courtesy of our lovely scumbag, and then after that we'll talk some wrestling. How about that?
There you go.
Fingers crossed. Maybe.
I promise nothing.
I'm here to tell you people about Manscaped. See, when you're a card-carrying member of the Peanut Club, presentation is everything. In my opinion, with a clean shave, you can turn that cocktail frank into bun length. That's right, folks. Kiss your Vienna sausage goodbye and upgrade your grooming habits with Manscaped. And guess what, folks? We got a special deal for the TNI fam. Get 20% off and free shipping when you use our promo code TNI at manscaped.com. That's right, folks. 20% off and free shipping when you use our promo code TNI at manscaped.com. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped.
Unlock your confidence. Hey, and it's Alicia holding. What are you holding there, Alicia?
It's a nose hair and ear hair trimmer. There's other stuff. Like, I don't have everything in here. But, you know, there's...
That bag you were holding?
Yes, the nice leather pouch.
Yes, I use that when I travel now.
Because it is a good toiletry bag.
Do you bring your Manscaped with you, J-Bo? It has a flashlight.
No, I Manscaped before the trip, but I put everything under the sun into that bag. That bag holds...
It fits a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking about a guy who's on a lot of medication. So yeah, so all my medication. Did that just come out of my mouth? I'm sorry. All my medication, toothpaste, toothbrush, pit stuff, foo-foo, whatever.
If it's the point being is that as a woman, I can fit a lot of makeup in this bag, as well as all my Manscaped accessories. Hint, hint, wink, wink. What's the promo?
TNI, 20% off and free shipping.
Ooh.
And you can kiss Alicia's Vienna sausage goodbye. Wait,
proverbial. It's a proverbial Vienna sausage.
And the what? The T. Hughes
will
says
smack you in the face, that's for sure.
Dear God.
I said.
Because I like scumbags.
Yes, you did.
You heard me.
I heard. All right. So on with the show.
Trinity.
Hopefully, we'd like to get there.
We kick off this.
You're a sleepy boy, aren't you? You're taking forever to get through. It's like watching the Titanic hit a fucking iceberg, just slow. Well, stop.
I know I'm the only guy on the fucking Titanic that sat there and giggled the whole time and then jumped off at the end.
Yeah, I'm froze to death. It's okay.
There's something wrong.
I really thought he was going to say, I'm the only guy that hasn't watched Titanic, just like E.T.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
I figured you missed that, too. Because why bother?
I went twice to the theater when that first came out, and I cried during the opening credits, man. The music just hit me.
It hit you? Now, did it hit you, J-Bone? Because I know we're getting questions here about the AC in Chicago on night one.
Oh, God.
How did you cope, J-Bone? Were you sweating?
Not well.
Swamp ass city.
Yeah. My bandana was completely soaked. I took it off at the end of the night, and then when I was in the line for the titanium stuff, Mr. Dr. Ross, if you will, was asking me where my bandana was, and I said, I took it off. It's completely drenched. I said, I'm going to wring it out pretty soon. And Dr. Ross told me, well, no bandana, no poster.
So where was it?
In my ass.
Yeah, I took it out of my pocket, and I held it inches from his face, and he was like, "Oh no!" I think I scared him a little, just like I scare you guys once in a while.
But it was warm. I'll acknowledge.
Scare me.
There was some Chicago heat, but I've been at an Impact show where it was warmer, so it wasn't that bad. But it was. It was better on night two.
Yeah, night two was better. Yeah, it was less humid outside. It was just hot out, not as hot. The weather was better in general, so that helped the weather on the inside of the building. Yeah. So
there you go.
So, all right. So we start out this episode with Trinity coming out. And when she comes out this time to the Chicago audience, she is holding the Knockouts World Championship. So it was interesting. Last time we saw her in Chicago in April, she was debuting. Now she's champ, coming back to Chicago where she debuted. So there was a lot of love for her in the crowd, and she was talking about that. Deonna Purrazzo comes out, just reminding her, hey,
I am the f***ing greatest.
She is the greatest, and that she is going to whoop her ass at Emergence because no one beats Deonna Purrazzo
Twice.
Twice.
Whoa. Which isn't true.
Big words there. Then they both get interrupted by the Coven. And they're just shooting their mouth
Sweet
off.
Valley Coven. That's what they are now.
Yep. And the crowd was giving it to him too, reminding KiLynn King that she got a black eye for her troubles last time she met Trinity in Chicago, which was humorous.
And she tapped out.
Yeah, she also
She lost.
tapped out.
They let her know that she lost.
Oh yeah, they let her know big time. We had fun with that. And then we end up. They start brawling. They get the cards everywhere. These apparently, they keep drawing the loser card because they're acting like a bunch of losers. But then we had, so they're fighting. Out comes Santino, Marella, and he's like, "Summon a gun. You bitches are crazy." And so he makes up a match, and so we have the Coven versus Trinity and Deonna. And what did you guys think of that match?
Go ahead, Bill. I'm going to ask you guys to go first tonight because you guys were actually there for the experience of it all. So why not?
It's all a blur, though.
It doesn't matter. You were there. You should. It's when it's mentioned to trigger something. He doesn't remember that it took us an hour to get to this point. So
I had
that's actually quick.
I had heat stroke night one because it was so bad in the building. So
I get it. That's how I was at the XPW show. It's a blur.
Well, we did get I thought it was a solid match here.
Yeah,
obviously the Coven having a nice spot still here. Hey, they get the win, but because as I think we were trying to make the name stick when you get these two opponents this time slapped together for a tag team. I'll give Alicia credit for what's their tag name. Let's give them a tag name real quick.
The Hodgepodge Sisters.
The Hodgepodge.
The ones who hate the Coven.
The Hodgepodge were not able to win this match because obviously there was a little bit of miscommunication, as they say, where Deonna accidentally, air quotes for the audio-only listeners, hit Trinity. But it did seem like an honest mistake.
Honest.
Or was it? But so that obviously caused them the loss here. And that the Coven comes out looking good, getting a win, the former Knockouts tag team champions, with obviously the Knockouts champion and her number one contender going against them. So it definitely elevates them, gets the Coven back on the right path, and also gets Trinity and Deonna ready for that Emergence. Well, do I dare say main event? Because we know the X Division and the world title are not being defended because they are in a tag match. So,
yeah,
I got to assume that's closing the show.
If Leo Rush is even going to be ready for that match,
we'll get into more discussions as we talk about some stuff on this show with who maybe or may not be injured for how long, maybe some certain talents that weren't able to be at these tapings and why certain things are happening, like a tournament that I have a fairly strong opinion on.
Yeah, it was a little weird that we didn't have the tag champs there, but it is what it is. We still got some damn good matches. So then the coach runs into the Rascalz. He's talking about finding them because of their shenanigans, and if they, mess up in this tournament, that he's gonna suspend them indefinitely. So the Rascalz better behave. I tell you what, they were definitely not behaving right before the meet and greet when I met them. they had a pretty hard time spelling out J-Bone. That's all I'm gonna say.
Whoa. Well, who knows how to write J-Bone?
It's all that paint fume they're huffing, man.
I spell it for every single person I meet. Jaybone.
Here is the question, J-Bone, from Melonhead, who I think's a new viewer and listener. We appreciate you.
He's
Do you
new-ish.
think they are saving Swinger versus Shelley to sell out Bound for Glory? Of
Absolutely.
course.
That's
You don't
gonna
get
be
bigger
the
than Swinger
headliner.
going for the world title.
That's gonna be the headline of the headliner of the decade. Yeah, the man is a treasure.
It doesn't get bigger than that.
Yeah,
You guys swing?
exactly. So yeah, the Rascalz aren't happy about the coach. Then we get Alicia's talking about the
Tracy.
who was she talking? Oh yeah, she's talking about Tracy Brooks. You know that she wouldn't be.
Yeah, fucking right, Jesus.
She. I'm not stoned. I'm just tired.
I feel like you're more stoned than I am, and that's saying a lot coming from the Bongosaurus Rex. Okay,
Bongosaurus Rex.
The Bongosaurus Rex, because I smoke a lot of bongs. Preferred smoking, so to speak. Okay. And you, sir, are in outer fucking space. You're in the Beyond section of Bed Bath & Beyond.
You're hanging with Christopher Walker right now.
You.
That'd be terrible.
Jiminy Christmas.
Yeah, all right. So then,
wow.
we're trying to keep it on the tracks. Alicia's there with her hubby Eddie, not happy about the situation with Tracy. So then Jody Threat's throwing her, her hat in the ring in this one. So we're getting Alicia versus Jody Threat next week. Very excited about that. Alan Angels versus Heath. This one was a lot of fun. I tell you what, even though Heath and Alan Angels, but specifically talking about Heath, may not be top of the card guy, but let me tell you, man, that crowd loves themselves some Heath, especially when he jumps.
I say it every time, J-Bone. Every time. Like everyone, I think, in TV world or not watching Impact world do not understand how over Heath is as an act. He is super over. Usually gets one of the loudest pops every time he's there. So there's a great reason to have more Heath in our lives.
Yeah, we love Heath.
I can't wait. I keep picturing when they go to Memphis, the fun that Heath's gonna have, because he's got to do he's because obviously he has an alter ego or two, but I feel like he's gonna get involved in some stuff when it's you're working Graceland.
Yeah, this is true, and he's the former one-man band.
I felt like they felt the need to mention this a lot tonight about his former band status. And are him and Alan Angels going to start a 2-man band?
I don't know.
I don't even know where that would come from. That just kind of popped in my head and I'm rolling with it. And I'd also like to address this right here real quick and say Snoop Dogg smokes like me. Okay, bud? Thank you. Have a good night. I'm just kidding. That dude can afford it way more.
all the respect in the world to Snoop. He's the king of that. Mr. Aries says Alan Angels cured my depression. Hey, props. All right. No, I do like Alan Angels. I like the fact that he's been given this. Now he's kind of on a singles journey. Stepping away from the design and all that,
which I feel like was a smart move.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you want to lose your matches but then attack everyone afterwards, the design's for you.
Yeah. You can only do that so much.
I would be bitter old bitches if I lost everything too, Yeah. Anyway, but I'm just saying is that personally, I feel like Angels was an odd fit for the design. Like, I get why they kind of went in that direction, but I felt like when he first was popping in after he left AEW, he had enough charisma that I was like, okay, I could see this guy as a singles guy coming in, and then they just kind of threw him into the design. It worked for, he played the role really well. Don't get me wrong. I hope it doesn't sound like I'm slamming the choice or whatever, but I think it was a good decision to move him on quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good fit. It's a good fit for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, win or lose, Alan's doing good now. Any thoughts on the win from Heath?
Heath's looking good. Where are we going to see Heath next? Where's he going to go?
I don't
Straight
know.
to the top.
He's kind of on a vengeance kick. Whenever he sees, like they said, there's some injustice going on, he's right there to, nip it in the bud.
The hero we need, J-Bone.
He is. Not all heroes wear masks, though. Some heroes scream, "Oh, baby." All right, next.
That's my kind of hero.
Next, Gia Miller's in the back talking to Eric Young, and Eric Young says he's got the footage that what happened to him after he was supposedly killed off from Diener. And we're all like, now this is interesting because they didn't show any of this while we were there. This is all, behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
They very rarely show stuff on the screen.
Right.
So the fact that they're like, it's like, oh yeah, we got that footage. And it's like, oh, you do? Can't wait till the end of this show. So looking forward to that.
You got actual footage of this? Yeah. Wait till you see what we added to it.
Yeah. It was
ooh, you need a haircut, buddy.
Crazy. Jake something really starting to cut his own path in this company. Even against a guy like Davey Vega, who's well known in these parts where we saw him in Chicago from AAW.
Shout out AAW.
Yes. Proudly from there. I did mention the BTI match. I want to say that Heather Reckless versus Giselle Shaw was a great match.
Mm-hmm.
And even I personally think it even came off better live than it did on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was pleasantly surprised at how much time they gave him. It was really good. And that crowd loved themselves from Heather Reckless.
Yeah, they support the locals. Always good to hear.
But Jake something destroyed JV Vega. Gosh, jeez.
Was it a squash?
Jake something.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's like I get why they would do it. Oops, sorry, bud. Considering they're, we're getting a different animal in Jake something, and I feel like this is like the third week where I'm like, yeah, this is a different guy we're dealing with here. No more cousin Jake, I'm telling you, he's long gone.
No, he looks like
No
he's
more cousin Jake at the
amazing
Diener
shape.
compound.
Right, yeah. No more goofiness from this guy. It's all serious. He's focused.
I am gonna miss their little sparkly top hat dance.
Well,
oh jeez,
I am gonna miss that a lot.
We can always go back in history to the IPWF, so I would not put it past it.
Maybe somewhere down the line in an alternate universe, we'll see that.
Oh, I'm ready to go back in time to the IPWF.
But
I still want to know where the footage is from the one back in 1980 something in Dallas, maybe in a WrestleMania year, there was an IPWF that still has only been seen by the people that were there when it was filmed in the wee hours of the morning. It has never seen the light of day.
Oh, that's interesting.
Show the tapes.
Right. That did happen, didn't it? Interesting. So
I know nothing about this.
Yeah, and that was also supposed to be shown on Fight TV too, and it never did. Yeah.
It's like Men in
Jake's
Black.
Up. Yeah. Never happened. Jake something wins with the Into the Void. Oh,
not a black hole slam.
It's a black hole slam. But I don't care if they, rename it for him. That's fine. Leo Rush, a lot of peer pressure backstage from Bully Ray and his crew, Myers and Moose. They're like, look, you don't got to be friends with us, but we got to know, are you on our team? You got to let us know. And Leo's just hugging that X Division title tight. But I don't think he's got to worry about those guys taking that from him. But yeah, he just doesn't look very comfortable. DMC title match: Kenny King versus Joe Hendry versus Yuya Uemura. This was fun. What'd you guys think?
The question is, does Yuya believe?
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Yuya is better than Joe Hendry.
Champion.
He needs to work on his English, but he's
No, he doesn't. He's perfect the way he is.
He makes
you
up
leave
for it.
Yuya alone.
Oh, I like him. I cracked up because he gets in the ring. He's like, I am Yuya Uemura, champion. It's like, what?
That's all you need to know. Just the facts, J-Bo. We should get him on this podcast.
Is he one of
He's right to the
champion?
Point. He's the opposite of this podcast.
Is he talking about the champion? Is he going to destroy the champion?
He is going to.
He's going to become the champion.
I want to,
because he is awesome.
I want him to buy a vowel or something.
Stop.
Back to Wheel of Fortune for J-Bo.
No, he's fine. It cracked me up. So,
it didn't crack up Joe Hendry.
No, he
was not
let
abused.
Yuya. He let Yuya have it because he wasn't thrilled that he had to let him in the match. So, and of course, having Sheldon Jeans there didn't help either. So, Kenny King gets the win here, and I'm fine with that. I'm actually really glad.
Oh yeah, Kenny King. He needs a run. He needs to have a run.
Yeah.
The underrated Kenny King.
He is. He's in
Two-time
tremendous shape.
Oh, he's never not been in shape.
Well,
Let's just say he's worked jobs where being in shape is of the utmost importance.
Oh,
and good for him because we applaud him for it.
Yeah.
Unlike that Joe Hendry.
The bow tie looks a lot better on Kenny King than Joe Hendry. I'm just saying.
You can rock a bow tie.
No shame in that at all. Absolutely.
No Pee Wee Herman, but very good.
No, that's different. We get a flashback to Speedball, like Bailey versus Jack Evans. That was an interesting flashback. It was back when Bailey was X Division champion. In fact, that was last year's Emergence, right? Jack Evans was going after his title.
Yes.
And I don't know why he didn't stick around. I don't know why he didn't stick around longer. I'd love to see him come back. Jack Evans.
I feel like we haven't seen Jack Evans since anywhere.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. So, but then we got Gia Miller backstage with Speedball and Gresham. Gresham still having issues with rules being broken. Just not happy overall. But he'll deal with all that in good time. Then we get the announcement, like we said in the news, 100th or 1000th episode. We got some.
We're no fly by night Jacksonville Indy,
right? That we used to review. Got the beautiful people coming and Awesome Kong getting announced. Very excited about that. Can't wait to hear about more names coming down the road. I just want to see Monty Brown. That's all I want to see.
I might be asking too much, J-Bo.
No.
He hasn't appeared in any facet anywhere in years.
Well, it's time. It's time. Hashtag bring back Monty.
Oh, I think everybody wants to see Monty back. I just don't know if he wants to show up in a wrestling-related role anywhere.
We'll get the...
But we welcome it.
Period.
Yeah, and maybe we could talk to someone that, that we were talking to in Chicago that actually works out with him. That might help.
Might help.
I don't know if we can. I don't know if we can mention his name. I don't know if we should. I don't want to get him in trouble. But anyways,
J-Bo, you already went down this road earlier. J-Bo,
well, that was
spoilers.
That was different. That was different. Completely different. Main event time. Besides the footage, Rascalz versus Gresham and Bailey. Thoughts on the main event, guys?
Bill.
Well, this was, once again, you got a lot of talent in the ring here. But there was still, in my mind, some shenanigans going on here. I don't know if the coach will enforce anything based on this. But I think we all saw the Rascalz because once again, Bailey and Gresham, they do have some history tagging over these last handful of months. But still, the Rascalz have a long history together. It felt like they were going to get through this. But it was, I guess my still takeaway is the whole tourney, this tag tourney, and the setup for it. And I know we got there. I was saying it before, because I was shocked when Subculture won the tag titles, and I know they are defending it. That is some news there too. They are defending it overseas, back in the UK and Europe. They're defending the Impact tag titles over there right now. So it's a traveling title, which is good to see. But I have because they only worked Canada so far. So it seems like obviously there's a visa issue that with these shows in the States. I just don't know if Impact was fine with that, or if they thought the visa was going to come through in time for these tapings.
Something.
If they were caught off guard by this, I just know that it seemed like a risk. So I was surprised when this happened. But the Rascalz do seem like the tag team, obviously through a lot of shenanigans and underhanded methods, which is much better for their characters than the last time around, is going to be in that tag title picture. So them getting the win here, not a surprise, the right way to go, even if it was not all the up and up.
Yeah. It's been building up to them getting into it. So,
you were there. You were front and center. What did you think?
I loved it. I loved it. The shenanigans are no shenanigans, and of course there was shenanigans. There was some, paint sprayed in the eyes of Gresham, which is just going to infuriate him even more because
I had to tell Mike Bailey. He's like, "What happened?" I'm like, "He painted him in the face." Like, what?
Maybe you should manage him, Bill. Maybe that would help the communication.
He doesn't need my advice. He doesn't need
No. Okay. All right. So, but I'm excited about the rest.
Not that I wouldn't say yes.
You jump a barrier for him?
It's happened once or twice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Gary's not wrong. Tights pulling, too. For good measure.
Pull the tights. Yeah. Little paint, little tights. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm sorry, Mayor, I missed the segment about Courtney Rush and Jessica.
Yeah, that's where you threw me off when you first went to it. I'm like, I think there was another segment here.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't write that one down. I apologize. And then they run into Crazy Steve, and Courtney's like, we got stuff we got to do. And at first he was really taken back by Crazy Steve, and I think it kind of actually hurt his feelings. Like don't you know me? What's going on? What's happening here? So I got a feeling he's going to join them in some way down the line. I think that's what it's building to. I don't know where that's going to leave Taurus, but
it's going to come to a head.
Yeah.
But which way? Because it is interesting. Like we have the Crazy Steve will lose the paint and put on the glasses sweater vest. Now that feels like a reference to a certain other character that did a similar gimmick quite a few years ago.
Oh,
but that has been canceled, that storyline, and that footage will never be mentioned or heard from again. So I'll leave it at that.
Yeah,
but they could do that because we know how versatile Crazy Steve is.
He is. He's great. He is great. What do you think, Alicia? What do you think they should do with Crazy Steve and all this?
I think they have a plan, and we just got to see it right out.
Okay.
What did you want? Full play-by-play by the person who doesn't do that?
No, just,
I don't know. Listen, hey, I don't know what they're going to do with Steve. I hope it's something great.
Yeah.
But
is he going to stay crazy,
we'll just have to see.
Or is he going to get serious?
Is he going to become Serious Steve?
Serious
Steve.
Not so crazy, Steve.
Oh God.
Not so crazy.
Sane Steve. Sane Steve.
Sane Steve.
Wouldn't that be wild if Decay just keeps like it just turns into like these weird opposing characters? I don't know. Either way, let's have fun with it, huh?
Yeah.
Steve could have fun with it regardless. So
Crazy Steve is a gem either way. He'll
Impact treasure.
Yes, absolutely.
they could go either way. Like I was
Underrated.
one that was the belief, like at some point, obviously you got to bring Rosemary back at some point. How soon? I'm not sure, because it does seem like the new version of the Death Dolls, like the Rockers version of the Death Dolls, is it's gaining some momentum now. So maybe you do get Steve to go into a different direction to follow them in a certain way, become their Rufus, if you will. But I'm not sure. Or does he bring it back where you get Rosemary, the Havoc Death Machine comes back, maybe the Sinister Minister, Father James returns. Like, there's going to be something that happens, and I feel by Bound for Glory we're going to see a change. And Justin Miller, our good friend in the audience, a super sticker for Sophisticated Steve.
I like that.
Sophisticated Steve.
He's a sophisticated gentleman.
Oh boy. The picture of him coming out with a pipe and a robe. Hi, I'm Sophisticated Steve.
Here's a picture of Sophisticated Steve, sort of.
Can you hear that? No? Let me turn it up for you.
There we go. Yeah. But whatever happened to, what was that, the IPWF? When he did some more stuff like that?
The IPWF was fantastic, Jay.
Something like that, yeah. And no, Mr. Aries talking about the Joey Ryan cancel culture gimmick. No, nothing like that. No.
I didn't even remember that.
Well, that was the sweater vest gimmick of the era.
Yeah. So, trying
to make sweater vests cool. Come on, J-Bone. That was like 3 minutes ago in the chat. Get up to speed.
I made sweater vests cool when I was about 10. Okay.
Well, that's not what I hear, J-Bone.
Yeah.
That we were ever cool is, come on now.
I keep telling you the stories. It's facts of life out there. It's just, I'm just here to share the greatness.
Well, I guess that's it, guys.
Elisa's not buying it. She's like, you're full of shit. All right,
you're so full of shit, your breath stinks, buddy.
Your eyes are brown.
Okay.
Eric,
your thoughts,
Young footage. The Eric Young footage is the fact that he woke up and like spit out like a cup of blood was like, oh, well, okay. Crawled away. Waited till Diener left in his, I don't know what we heard outside, whatever, left in his vehicle. Eric waited for his, waited till he was in the clear, and then got on his bike, blood and all, and rode off into the sunset, if you will. And then cut an absolutely amazing promo as they showed the footage of him, riding a motorcycle. So, it was pretty much what I expected. It was something close. It was like, oh, okay. So,
Oh no, it was very good, J-Bone. Very good. Like I jotted down here the end line here. I'm more than a man, more than life, more than death. I am an idea, and I will live forever.
Yeah. It says he's going to live forever. It's like, ooh. It's some,
an idea doesn't die, J-Bone.
No, it doesn't. It goes on forever. It's very brave of him to say that. You know? But so what does this mean for him? We don't know. I'm still ecstatic that he's back, though. You know,
we shall see.
Yes.
EY.
What a good character actor, man. EY's so good at what he does.
How can you have a show and not know how to use this guy? Oh, wait. There are companies like that.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this dumbass.
It's so
Crazy.
good they did it. They did it twice. Unbelievable. But he's in a much better place now.
Absolutely. Let's
all-
focus on that.
He lives.
Frodo lives.
Frodo.
Oh, Frodo. So that is the episode. Any other thoughts?
Good episode.
Chicago Heat started hot.
First night of Chicago Heat started hot with no air conditioning.
Oof. Yeah.
The heat
That
is
was
on.
rough. Saith.
But we made it out the other side, Jabba. We survived it. And kudos to the concessionaires at the event who, for a nice full-size Gatorade, $2.
$2.
It's a fantastic price. Fantastic.
It
price.
is. And only $6 for a massive slice of pizza, which I may or may not have partaken in a few times.
You may have doubled down on pizza that day. I had a hot dog.
The hot dogs are great too. I partook in a hot dog night 2. Pizza was night 1. I couldn't get enough pizza.
Juicy
First day I
wiener,
was
night
there.
2 for J-Bone.
Yes. So, all right, we're gonna wrap it up there. It's been a blast. Little off the rails tonight, but yeah, all in.
Real quick, why are you obsessed with this? First of all, it's a fantasy in your head, buddy. Okay.
What's it say? Did Alicia book her Chicago hotel yet after Bill and Jay's review of the facilities?
Yeah, apparently, even though I say I only stay at places that have continental breakfast, he somehow got it in his head that I even though porn is free everywhere, I want to go to this particular hotel in Chicago and watch hardcore porn, apparently. So this guy is living in fantasy jerk-off land.
Something. Because I know in my heart of hearts that I will never go back there.
No thanks.
I'll go to the last place we stayed at was 10 times better.
10 times?
Free coffee. Free
but no free porn.
I don't even turn on.
You have your
TV.
pros and your cons.
No, I'll take the free coffee any day. I know, and I'm joking back with you. How does that feel? Are we both laughing? I don't think so. Sorry, I'm commenting. It's a joke. It's called a joke. Get it? When you gotta say it's a joke, it's not a joke. I'm sorry. I'm just saying.
But it was never mind.
Your face. Let's wrap it up. We've been at this for almost 2 hours.
Let's do that. Thank you everyone for joining us tonight. The Chicago Heat. Oof, we got a few more nights of that coming down the road the rest of the month of August. You know where to hit us up on the socials. It's all in the description of the video. Much love, everyone. Make sure you hit that like button. Smash that sub button. Ring that bell for notifications so that you know when more of our content hits your screen. Good night, folks. We'll see you down the road.